Alright, so here we are on Volskaya Industries for a little bit of amateur competitive. We got Team 1 making some big switches here today. Usually, as some of you will know, we see Laser on that tank line, but here he is working the Bastion, probably hoping to get set up and take this first, or hold this first chokehold rather. Crisis moving from the support line, from his usual kind of Lucio position, onto the Reinhardt to, replace the void of Laser moving off the main tank. Team 2 looking pretty conventional. Algebra God sticking to the Devo, which we know she's quite comfortable with, and Bilgeman and Wanna making up our support line. This setup from Team 1 is pretty reliant on surprising Team 2, which it looks like at least initially they will, because we've got two kind of precision DPS up against a double shield Bastion. They're going to probably end up switching to some mobility, maybe some flight once they start to see this. Yep, already one big pick. Almost two. Oh, the support line almost dropping to Laser in the early going here. Algebra God jumping onto the point. We're going to see Big Dude reacting to that. See how this tank 1v1 goes, unless he gets some help here from the Mercy, which he will. Biscuits caught out early as well by Laser. I tell you, right now, Crisis and Laser looking good, but... Oh, another pick. Wanna gone too. Crisis in a bit of trouble, but they're not going to really be able to follow up because Laser gets two big picks, three big picks there. The DPS line gone for Team 2. You have to imagine they're regrouping now at this point. Or maybe you don't. Bilgeman jumping onto the point by himself. A little bit of Lucio heroics in the works. The whole tank line dropping to Laser. Team 2 in a little bit of peril if they can't regroup here. We're going to see them setting back up. Yeah, Biscuit switching onto the Sombra to hack Laser out of that tank. Or out of that turret farm, rather, for now. But not much when she's there by herself. Has to translocate away after Crisis chases her down a little bit. Alright, here comes the re-engage from Team 2. Maybe some interesting stuff with the switch to Sombra. Algebra got demeched already by Benji. Benji gets another kill. Laser reacts with the tank out there to take out basically Baby Diva. It looks like Benji had that under control. We're going to see what the loss of that ult means them going forward. A late Valkyrie Nagilla with the boop onto Brighthammer. And Laser gets another pick. That looks like probably gonna warrant another regroup here from Team 2. Unless Bilgeman just decides to jump straight through. This time on the Moira, on the point alone. It'll be a 2v1 there. We'll see. Alright, and we've got Slick Guy making the switch onto the Pharah, probably trying to, finally fly over that double shield. Laser left alone. Crisis does clear out Bilgeman, but Laser's gonna have to back up out of that setup after having lost the double shield. Maybe an overreaction there from Team 1, but we'll see what they can do set up back here on the point now. Laser taking out Biscuits, taking out all three, pushing on. Basically 1v3 for Laser, but just takes them all out in the turret. Ha. And now with the supercharger, maybe a bit... Oh my goodness, a triple kill from Laser with the supercharger. I was about to say they might not need it here in this 5v3, whatever it was, but... Laser, making it work as he's known to do. And another pick onto Slick Guy early. Slick Guy just peeking his head. And already they're down. Losing one early. Obviously, they've got a pretty close spawn here. So not the worst, but with a minute left, you have to think they have to start pushing together here. Also, as you can see, down in the... Oh, two picks... Alright, so we've got Wanna making the switch onto Zenyatta, 2 early kills. Team 1 with 3 ults here, just not really able to use any. Off of some big kills from Wanna. Oh, and Benji's Junkrat ult, only finding one, and yeah, he's gonna get taken out by Biscuits using a Junkrat ult of his own, and that's gonna be point 1 here for Team 2. Alright, so just 30 seconds left, but they will have a pretty nice time bank as they move forward on to point 2 here. And we'll see how this Bastion setup works back here on point 2. 3 ults in the works here for Team 1, but it looks like Team 2 will have 3 ults of their own in the coming few team fights. We're going to see how they want to use those. It looks like they're going to make this kind of right side flank, depending on how you see that here. Looks like Crisis has seen it. If Laser can, yeah, Laser turns his attention to it. Nagilla dropping the sound barrier early to, yeah, negate some of these ults coming out from Team 2. Oh, a big Earth Shatter. Crisis picked though, but Laser gets 2 off it if he can finish Biscuits here. Yeah, so 3 kills there off of the double ult from Team 1. You have to imagine that's going to force a regroup from Team 2. Crisis chasing down Slick Guy and hitting him with the Fire Strike. Slick Guy grounded for just a second there, and Crisis punishes him for it. Alright, so 2 minutes plus a little change on the clock here. They're going to be coming in basically with 2 ults, which, you know, will not be so bad in the face of probably basically just a supercharger in the coming team fight from Team 1, unless we see anything striking happen. Wanna picking Benji out. We might see some of these ults coming in. Brighthammer obviously making the switch onto Sigma. Yeah, alright, so there is our Transcendence. Benji back up, but we're gonna see how these ults do for Team 2. Crisis, I'm gonna assume knocked off, at least by proxy, by that Roadhog ult, but yeah, what, 4 or 5 kills there? And effectively a team kill, and if this Junkrat ult, yeah, it's found before it finds... Oh, no, it finds Bilgeman. Alright, so Crisis jumping in with a pile drive. We're going to see if they can recontest this. Not much time left here, if they are able to. But it's a desperate recontest from... Oh, 2 kills! Crisis and Big Dude making a pretty heroic tank line play there. Laser coming in, looking for targets with that tank ult, not finding any after Big Dude goes off for 2. Oh, I tell you, that was a pretty heroic play from Team 1's tank line here. Almost a team kill the other way. Alright, with 55 seconds, we're going to see if Team 2 can regroup a little. They will have the Flux and a couple more ults later in the team fight, hopefully for them. A Sound Barrier probably coming out soon. Slick Guy picked up by Laser early. Biscuits, one, a Brighthammer. They're all low. Laser is a menace once again. Oh my goodness. Bilgeman gone to Benji. I tell you, this looks like 0.2 for Team 1. But oh, the Flux finding at least 1 or 2. Crisis low. He's going to have to disengage a little bit. Benji finding another one. And Brighthammer gone to Najilla. I tell you, Najilla on the aggressive Lucio looking Crisis-like as Crisis moves over to the main tank. Alright, a Justice Reigns finding Matt. But if they can't jump on in the next few seconds here with anything significant, this is gonna be 0.2 and at least a bit of a hold. Alright, so the Roadhog ult coming in. We are gonna see the overtime. Crisis with a big pile drive. We'll see how these Junkrats ults go. 2 for Benji, the support line gone. Oh, with no healing, you can't imagine them winning this. Najilla takes one, Laser takes one rather. And this is gonna have to be it. Team 2, or Team 1 with the big hold here. So, the difference there, maybe 20% from full completion, maybe even 10, but yeah, 9% off of full completion for Team 2. But you have to imagine that'll be big, because if Team 1 can just complete the map now, oh, we'll see. That Crisis and Big Dude, that first move in from the tank line to save it with like a minute left, that could be huge here in the second round if they can just complete the map and deny Team 2 even the chance at overtime. But we're going to see how this hold goes for Team 2. And what changes we see. We're probably not running Bastion on the attack here for Laser. I cannot imagine it. We'll see if Team 2 wants to try and recreate that setup a little bit. And it looks like they will. Biscuit's pulling out a Bastion of his own. So we will see how that setup goes for Team 2. You have to imagine with Laser already on the Echo, they might be able to just jump over the double shield. But, you know, some high healers here, Ana and Mercy, so if they can keep the tanks up, then they might hold it for a while, Team 2 here. But we're gonna see what kind of value we get off of Echo flying over the top here from Laser with maybe a Mercy pocket, able to come back behind Crisis and Big Dude. We know they had some pretty crucial shields in the first round. It's probably gonna come down to kind of ult economy here. Try and keep that updated here in the second half of this map here. Alright, the shield's already gone. Slick Guy low. Big Dude a little low as well. This early engagement looking like it's going the way of Team 2 with Najilla picked out already. Alright, well the res means we're even, but not a cooldown you want to lose so early. Oh! And Algebra God taking Crisis off the map, trading Reinhardt's basically. I'll try to resist the Overwatch 2 joke here. I tell you, Biscuit's looking good on the Bastion early. Laser taken out also by Slick Guy. And they're gonna have to recontest. Yeah, looks like they're giving Big Dude that message. They're gonna start regroup and see what they can do about pushing through this chokehold. Crisis looking like he wants to go aggressive. Oh, charging it! Ah, you just can't against a damage boosted Bastion like that. You know what he wanted to do, take that Bastion out of this team fight, but... Slick Guy res, Crisis res as well, right out in front there. And Najilla, I don't know if he was ruined by the Brighthammer halt there, or if he just kind of fell off of some kind of cheeky flank he was trying to take. Regardless, we'll see what that difference is. Crisis charging in, put to sleep. Trading Reinhardt's once again, though. Big Dude finishes that kill for Crisis, so... Overwatch 2 for a little bit again here. Obviously, that change was reversed, but it's a joke we like to make here sometimes. Alright, Big Dude picked out early. The res coming onto him. Laser low, they gotta get some healing his way, otherwise this engagement's not gonna look good with 2 minutes. Ninjilla jumping on by himself. You can't imagine that 1v1 goes too well for the Lucio here. Crisis has made the switch onto the Sigma. Got to the point pretty effectively, but once again taken out by Biscuits. They have at least pushed them out of that choke point. That's what I'll say. For 2 minutes, they pushed them out of the choke point. Oh, but with those 2 big picks from Biscuits, yeah, it looks like they're gonna get set up again here, Team 2. And just over a minute and a half here now for Team 1 to try and get this contest. Crisis switching onto the Wrecking Ball, maybe making the same mistake as Najilla. Not sure on either of those. Love to get some replays, but obviously difficult to do here, managing this by myself. Alright, Chris is sticking to the Wrecking Ball, despite an early mishap. We know he likes it. We'll see. Oh, a big pile drive angle. I tell you, if they can find Biscuits here, which they almost do. They do. Laser finishes the kill for him. They're probably going to lose Crisis on this, but a big play, yeah, from Crisis and Laser. Pretty big early picks. Oh, the res coming through for Bilgeman. Hard to see them pushing through, despite a couple of big kills. Najilla, though, finding Wanna. Oh, and Laser finding Bilgeman. All right, burning out the Mercy here. That might spell .1 here, especially with the revive. Crisis is back. Yeah, that's probably going to be .1 here. It looks like Biscuits wants to try something heroic, but you can only imagine Bastion by himself. They're going to be able to find him. Right. Yes, they are. So Laser, with the sticky bombs there, a pretty strong ability, as we know. Camera fighting me a little bit, as you can see. Hopefully get that worked out in the coming minutes here. Alright, Team 1, it looks like, wants to take this top right flank. Laser picked out early. They're gonna find him with the res, but again, not a cooldown you want to lose, especially with Crisis falling to Brighthammer. Brighthammer looking menacing on the Orisa right now. This setup on .2, I tell you, it worked pretty well for Team 1 until a couple of big ults finally forced them out. Laser found again. Okay, Benji takes Wanna. Algebra got in trouble, but looks like he's gonna make it back to the point, and Wanna revived. Yeah, we're probably gonna see a regroup and a recontest here from Team 1. Tank Line's going for that top right flank again. Matt finding the revive. Oh, but Big Dude taken out every time. I tell you, they use that res. Heartbreaking for Matt, using that revive and then losing a tank directly after. Crisis going for an aggressive pile drive. He's gonna be melted before he finds the ground. And without Crisis, hard to see them, especially Laser being forced out by Algebra God here. Not sure that this push is destined for success. With 2 minutes left, you gotta start grouping up well, using these ults. They're gonna have a few. You know, the duplicate and the minefield probably coming through pretty soon. Obviously then the sound barrier and the Valkyrie as well. Crisis jumping down onto Biscuits, but with very little support there from his team. Probably not finding much. off of those pile drives. If they can coordinate a little better with Crisis on this Wrecking Ball, they might start taking this. Oh, two from Benjamin and Nugilla, but Big Dude down as well, and a revive. Nugilla going big here on this point, on the Lucio, but unlikely that they take much here with Algebra God, Wana, and Biscuit still set up like that in the corner. Alright, Crisis coming in. He's got that minefield, might be waiting for one or two other ults. Oh, especially now pinned by Algebra God. Crisis might be lost again here unless he can escape a desperate race away. Oh, so low still on the point. Yeah, Crisis burns out. Big Dude gonna burn the supercharger basically alone. That could be a big ult loss here. They're down basically. We know Benjamin likes to use this heroically, but it's yeah, not finding any. So we're basically down to a minefield and a duplicate. Those big ultimates we talked about at the beginning of the round here. This is what it's going to come down to. If they can somehow find something heroic. Oh, misses the pile drive it looks like, but gets the minefield out there, keeps his health up, maybe intentional there. Oh, laser onto the Reinhardt, which we know he loves. He finds Biscuits. Two for Crisis and Laser, and the Earth Shatter coming through. Benjamin getting one off it as well. Crisis and Laser with just two ults, a desperate push in the last 40 seconds, and it looks like they might be taking it. I tell you, with the tank ult maybe, but no, there won't be a recontest from Team 2. Team 1 takes it off of the back of two ults, just Crisis and Laser playing out of their usual roles, and they find the map win here. Well, a big one for Team 1 here on Volskaya Industries.